I felt like I let everyone down, and towards the people that gave me the trust, towards the fans. And unfortunately, things hasn't been as it should have been. I came from a place that they won titles.
AEK is a small team because they are 16 points behind us. They only could beat us today with this kind of decisions from the referee. It's a shame of football that the referee has no balls to take a kind of decision like this.
Was it dangerous for you in Greece after that moment especially?
Yes, it was. Being followed by cars until my house. The hate they have between their clubs is huge, you can't imagine.
FC Sion's last home game of the Swiss Super League. Pajtim Kasami opens the scoring on the way to a 3-2 win, just avoiding relegation, having spent a total of 10 weeks at the bottom of the table. But winning the last 3 games was enough to guarantee survival for a team who had been considered title contenders.
It was a very, very tough year, and I'm very proud the way I managed it in the end to turn it around, because it was something that made me feel very bad, because towards the people that gave me the trust, towards the fans. And unfortunately, things hasn't been as it should have been. Like, it was a very, very tough months. One of my toughest months in my career. I stayed months at home. I didn't move my house. I didn't go to see my family.
Did you deal with that?
Yeah, good question. I think I stayed very calm, and I tried to stay always positive, because there were so many negative things around that it was impossible to stay positive. But at the end of the day, I like to stay home, because it's the place that you can calm down and to relax.
When do you feel happiest?
When I feel happiest? When I win games.
Pajtim Kasami grew up in Andelfingen, just outside Zurich. By the time he signed for Serie A side Palermo when he was 18, Kasami had already won the Under-17 World Cup with Switzerland, played for Grasshopper Zurich, and had loan spells with Liverpool and Lazio. But the opportunity to join Palermo was aided by the fact Kasami had signed with agent Mino Raiola.
Well, I called him, I asked him to meet, and etc. So like he called me, you know. I needed to call him. He brings you the facts, but he also is very hard on you, because he wants you to perform, he wants you to score goals, he wants you to do well, he wants you, because this is how the market works, and this is also how he could bring me to another level.
So was it Mino who got you your move to Fulham?
Yes, Mino, after 1 year in Palermo, I had 2-3 other options. I had Italy, and in Italy I had Rome and Milan, and in England was Fulham that really wanted me, and I think my 3rd year in Fulham was my best year. I was playing almost every game. And unfortunately, El Fayed sold the club to Shahid Khan, and it was a big change for us players, because we didn't know what was accepting to us, what will come to us. And in November, Martignol got sacked. We felt like there is a panic, and then after Ronnie Moilenstein came as a coach in, and then the 3rd manager came in, it was Felix Magath, and yeah, a lot of things happened in a bad way, and most of the players, they also left, and it made my decision easier to leave.
While leaving Craven Cottage was a difficult decision, the prospect of Champions League football with Greek champions Olympiakos was an opportunity not to be missed.
Yeah, it was a big team, and then in the end it made me easier when I saw they signed players like Abidal, Afelai from Barcelona. I know I will go to a club that will win titles, and I took the decision, and I was very happy that I made it.
During his time in Greece, Kasami won 2 Super League titles and the Greek Cup. But in October 2015, he was involved in an incident following a Greek Cup quarter-final against AEK Athens, and punished by the courts for offensively provoking the AEK supporters.
If you saw the game today, And you saw the decision of the referee was ridiculous. First of all, the first foul of me on Zuccolini, who gave me from behind, this is a red card.
Why did you decide to come out after that game, and did you realise how much of an impact it would have?
You know, it was the anger after the game, losing the game. Well, I don't regret it because in the end I love Olympiacos, I love the fans, I love the president. I defended my teammates, I defended the club.
It's a shame that all the time Olympiacos. By the way, AEK is a small team because they are 16 points behind us. They only could beat us today with this kind of decisions from the referee. And now it's a shame of football that this kind of thing, that a referee has no balls to take a kind of decision like this.
Was it dangerous for you in Greece after that moment especially?
Yes, it was. Been 2-3 times I've been following with the car, like with at strange times. But after the club looked after me and they gave me one of their security people that worked. They were around my house, and obviously the enemy, like the hate they have between their clubs is huge. You can't imagine. When things are going well, phew, everyone can be amazing. And when things are not going well, then it shows really the real person, the real player.
Do you think a lot?
I would lie to you if I say no. Yes, I do. To get out of the negative thoughts, I try to do something, like whether it's going to visit my family. Even though when I go visit my family, when things are not going well, it doesn't help me, because you always talk about football, you always mention why has happened that and that. To be honest, I try to be with people that are not even that small involved in football.
Your relationship with the fans of all the clubs you played for, because you have a really close relationship with Olympiacos, Fulham fans. Why do you have such a close relationship, and is it important for you?
Always get the nice comments from the Fulham fans, and obviously the Olympiacos fans. They are dying me to go back.
They had a chant for you, didn't they?
Yeah.
Remember it?
Yeah. Kasami, Alani, Pantesto Limani, Kasami.
What does it mean?
Like Kasami, don't ever leave the port.
You're clearly an intelligent guy. You speak loads of languages. You've been in many different countries. You find it difficult to settle geographically as well as emotionally?
You know, I think every move, it's not like because I like to move. I would love to stay in a place and be satisfied and have your years and grow something important.
So what do you want to achieve now? You're 25 years old. You've still got lots of time to come.
Live day by day, and obviously you have goals, whether it's England or Italy or Spain, depends. I'm convinced, and if I'm patient enough and working hard, I will achieve the goals that I really want to achieve.